All right, now it's time to talk about what you, the leader, needs to think about for the T&T Girls Club.
I'm Vicki McMurdo.
I'm Lori Hart.
And we are the directors for T&T Girls.
The first thing you want to do is check in. Actually, before you even check in, make sure you're on time. Arriving about 15 minutes early is probably a really good thing. Check in, get your lanyard, and also make sure you complete your Ministry Safe program.
T&T Girls this year is in a new location with all of the switching around between kids and swap. We are now downstairs. No more cold room. But we are downstairs, so after you check in at door 3, you're going to come downstairs. We're going to start out in what had been the first, second grade room, if you know those rooms. Down the hall, there'll be signs, I'm sure. We're going to start out with our opening ceremonies, flag prayer. We'll do a song this year. We have more time and some announcements, maybe get a little bit into our council time message. And then we are going to games. We get to go back upstairs all the way down to the gym. We have 20 minutes for game time, all right? And so we'll run them around the circle, and then we come back downstairs, finish up council time, and do our book time, okay? Big things for you are just to be engaged. So when we are doing council time, you're sitting by the kids. If there are some that are a little bit chatty, making sure that you kind of nudge them so that they are quiet. In game time, it shouldn't be as loud as it has been in the past because we've got carpet back up there and we have sound things back up there. So even when the girls are screaming, it shouldn't be quite as loud as before. But for game time, there'll be at least one leader per each line, and you try to help make sure that they know what they're doing.
Yes, make sure that game time is going smoothly. This way we can get through game time very efficiently. So having you participate in game time is super important.
Okay. And then book time is probably the most important thing. The book time is really where we have a chance to make connections and build relationships with these kids. And one of the key things with Awana is discipling the kids, helping them learn about God and building those relationships. And so that is what book time is really all about. Every leader gets a small group book. It has all the answers to all the questions, so you know what to do. You know what the answers are. And so ideally, if your girls have already answered all the questions, then you can really spend that time. You have half an hour with them. Go over prayer requests, what's going on in their life so that you can pray for them. Going through the explore section, asking some of the questions. What did it mean? What did you think about when you read this? How would this apply to your life? What's something that happened at school that reminds you of this? Whatever it happens to be. And then at the end, they do say the verses. And so usually 3rd, 4th graders, we'll let them do the memorized verse and the review verse separately. The 5th, 6th graders, we kind of like them to say all of it together, but they get 2 helps and they get through it. If you have kids who are having a little bit harder time, we can make adjustments. We don't want it to be an impediment, but we do want them to be working on memorizing God's word and building those relationships.
And then don't forget, leaders, at the end of club night, make sure you're helping the kids get connected to their parents and collecting those tags and making sure that they match, and also just be mindful of everything else that's going on within our kids' ministry. We want to keep you safe and we want to keep the kids safe.
That's it.
I think that's it.
We are looking forward to an awesome year.
Yay!